The governor, you basically won the suburbs when you ran against them, and the governor won the cities. New Haven gave him his biggest margin. Do you feel events like this can help you figure out how to do better in cities when you run this time?
This has nothing to do with my political campaign. It's a nonpartisan, research-based policy institute. So I don't have a political hat on today. I think it's very encouraging. He's obviously an exceptional man, providing exceptional leadership.
Any policy ideas you draw from this, or?
Well, I think the idea of community policing was the central message, and having familiarity in the community of the police officers. Makes a lot of sense to me.
And he talked about swift, certain, short punishment. So that was a criticism of long sentences. How do you feel about that? He's saying we shouldn't have such long, lock them up, minimum, mandatory minimums. How do you feel about that?
Well, if the long sentences are merely creating recidivism, basically what he said was that long sentences aren't working, and that when people come out after a long sentence, they're more likely than others to end up committing
right when you got me fired up about
returning to prison. If that's the case, then I agree with him. It's not being effective. And I think for a long time there's been a movement in Connecticut toward alternative sentencing.
And do you agree with that?
I do, yes.
And what about, he said gun control, he says stricter gun laws would help. Do you agree with that? Make it harder to buy a gun?
He wasn't very expansive on exactly what he meant. So,
I guess that what he said was,
take his word for it.
If it's, but I mean, how do you feel about it? Do you think there should be stricter gun laws?
He
said make it harder to buy a gun and have more information. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's where the country's going.
You do? Okay.
Okay.
Great to see you. Now, he was hired by Governor Malloy when Governor was the mayor of Stamford. Now the governor has taken Chief Esserman's anti-gang work and made that a statewide policy. Do you think the governor's on the right track about this?
Anything that helps reduce crime in our cities, I support.